revolution will be live.
Yo, people, fam, what we telling them, see where my line jazz back in with another reaction. But right now, I got Lupe Fiasco, Ghetto Story, Steady Mobbin with lyrics. Man's live on Twitch right now. This is a live request as well by Trishul and that fam, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into this one, bro. Lupe Fiasco, Ghetto Story, Steady Mobbin, bro. Also, blood, I gotta say, blood, since we're watching Lupe Fiasco, if you man haven't, you man probably have seen it though. Wu-Tang Clan American Saga, Wu-Tang American Saga, blood. You know what I'm saying? The little series that's out currently, blood, about the whole Wu-Tang Clan and that from and how they came about from. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out, blood. You know what I'm saying, blood? And if you don't have, you know what I'm saying, Hulu or whatever, you can go into certain sites, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? Let's get into it, blood.
Wouldn't have been right if I didn't. Yeah, you seen? Yeah, I seen the show last night on TV. Yeah, seen nigga rims, man, new Jordans, man. See that ass show? Yeah, like, yeah, that's crazy.
Seen it with my ghetto eyes. I walked it with my ghetto feet. I told it with my ghetto speech. I'm copacetic. I won't let it bring me down. Bring me
I say it's instilled.
Okay. First of all, blood, what the hell is this text layout, blood? What the fuck is going on, fam? You know what I'm saying, blood? But I'll let you slide though, fam. I'll let you slide, fam, because you're still trying to help the people out, fam. You know what I mean, blood? But that text layout format is not the one, fam. It's not the one, blood.
I say it's instilled as I peek from beneath the tilted brim of my pinwheel. Steady mobbing. Every problem's genocide. This is a taste of violence. Makes it hard to sympathize. Individual side of the tilted brim of my pinwheel. Steady mobbing. Every problem's genocide. This is a taste of violence. Makes it hard to sympathize. Individuals whose villains is minuscule soon become criminals. If you dark skin and you was raised in a project apartment, public aid made it that your father couldn't stay.
I gotta say though, Lupe Fiasco is a special one because till this day, I don't think I've listened to a Lupe Fiasco track where he ain't spitting that real blood. You know what I'm saying? I gotta commend that fam. Because not every artist can do that, blood. You know what I'm saying, blood? There's certain artists that will spit the real, get big, and move away from it. Spit the real, get. You know what I'm saying, blood? And I was reacting to a video of like biggest songs in like the early 2000s. Lupe Fiasco was on there. So while throughout his career, he's always been spitting that real and still getting numbers, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? So yeah, I gotta commend that, fam.
Project apartment, public aid made it that your father couldn't stay. He had the park then, left with only your mother. The family structure suffers. Evil soon cling to hustlers as his guardians. He's still a boy, needs to fill a void marching up the block, up to no good, selling in the wrong hood. He was taken down by a marksman at his wake. 8th grade graduation picture. Last words, don't let your habitation get you. Lord have mercy on the fallen. All men feel like I'm harping, not the harbinger for the coming of the carpenter. But I got some big fish to fry like marlins. Niggas, steady marlins.
and I'm waiting on some answers. Like, why do the good die young? Why ain't there no cure for cancer? Won't let the streets dictate my glory, cause it's something out there for me. But I must leave my territory, so I won't end up just a ghetto story. Just a ghetto story.
I want to know who the singer is, bro. Why is that? I don't think it's him. Might be
and I
though.
try and see past it through the down road window on the driver's side of my Caprice Classic. Steady mom, corner store traffic. I eat dope fiends, hookers and teens with alcohol IVs. I see plastic.
Hey, look, he blood to me, blood, when he said the corner store, because everyone know what the corner store is literally one of the most integral parts to a black person's life, or just a person that's lived in the hood, fam, you know what I'm saying? They just live that type of life, and that the corner store is one of the most integral parts to your life. And that when he said corner store traffic, you know exactly what he means in that. But some people that don't know, he's breaking it down to you, fam, you know what I'm saying?
Hookers and teens with alcohol IVs. I see plastic cups is a nickel, 60 cents for Dutch Masters. My big brother's Pelly Pale, niggas of a far gone weed smoke. Looking for greener pastures. Pasteurized 2% for $2.19. You can get 2 quarts. There's also a cell on Newport, a separate line for Lotto. Bumpy face ad, a model hugging a box. So, salt and sour J's and blueberry hug shorties consider a meal. Then my feel for sweating for a pair of Jordans they were still for, and a gold chain for fiends who knife wield and kill you. There's nothing too promising on our billboards. Drink Tanqueray, eat KFC.
The only thing that's different is the type of food, drinks, brands, all of them thing, their money and that, fam. So this is what, you know what I'm saying, I'm learning of, fam. You know what I mean, blood? What it was like in your hood in different countries and that, blood. You know what I'm saying?
And a gold chain for fiends who
all the brands and that.
There's nothing too promising on our billboards. Drink Tanqueray, eat KFC.
Actually, man said there's nothing too promising on our billboards, blood. That's a fact, fam. I low key, blood. Certain people's minds be tainted in that, fam, by the issue around them, and they don't even realize it, blood. Just by regular day-to-day life, things like billboards and that, blood. You know what I'm saying, fam? Things you might see on packaging and that, fam, are influencing you subconsciously, and you don't even realize it, fam. You don't even realize how important it is, fam. You know what I'm saying?
This makes it highly unlikely that we gon' fight. Steady mob. And I'm waiting on some answers. Why do the good die gone? They look you for cancer. Don't let the streets.
I ain't even gonna speak on that one because I heard it the first time, the second time, now the third time. But why is it no cure for cancer, fam? You know what I'm saying? You man do you, blood.
But I must leave my territory. So I won't in love. Just a ghetto story. Real life. Just a ghetto story. Just a ghetto story. Just a ghetto story.
And I'm still on. As I stroll down the same street, so many like me once before were killed on. Steady mobbing, thinking about the Black Panthers and the babies that were born in the late 80s that now have babies that lack Pampers. No Kwanzas and they lack Santas. And the father who thinks you shopping is the answer. Skipped out on parenthood classes so she don't know how to handle it. Never.
That's a big one, though. The man said, and the father who thinks shoe shopping is the answer, fam.
No Kwanzas and they lack Santas. And the father who thinks shoe shopping is the answer. Skipped out on parenthood classes so she don't know how to handle it. Never learned from a grandmother. One day got hot, couldn't take it, dropped it in the vacant lot. Album of life now condensed into a sampler. See the shapes these little girls is getting. Some say the steroids and the chicken is the cause of the addicting in the young women. See some shorties playing.
Nah, he's spitting. He's spitting, fam.
Into a sampler. See the shapes these little girls is getting.
You man know a thing, bro. What do you call it? Boondocks, fam. This is like Boondocks simplified into one song and that, fam, because most of these things that he's talking about right here, we've literally seen in things like Boondocks and that, fam. But brother, I'm guarantee you, a show like Boondocks is never coming out again, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? People be saying because of the jokes and that, blood, but Boondocks is even deeper than that, fam, because if you can watch it on the entertainment aspect, but if you really watch like Boondocks, fam, you know what I'm saying, on a deeper level and that, fam, you know what I'm saying, blood, I'm telling you, fam, them on the one that sure to come out again, fam, you know what I'm saying.
Chicken is the cause of the addicting in the young.
That show was way deeper than you thought.
See some shorties playing cops and robbers living. Bittersweet thoughts is what I have for them. I can picture Coda filling police chasing after them, catching up to frisking and asking them where the pack is at, who your chief is, where the strap is at. Am I thinking too hard, or perhaps that's reality in the project mentality? But through it all, I hope we learn more than how to be whores and how to move a ball. Steady mob.
I don't know how the hell this guy be choosing the perfect beat every time, but it's ridiculous. The hook is cold as well. That's not Lupe, I don't think, fam. That's not Lupe, blood. That hook is cold though, fam. They from fire. Mm, 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 mm. And the thing is, blood, if someone from in Africa listened to that, someone in Brazil listened to that, fam, you know what I'm saying? They'll all be able to relate to it, fam. That's what's beautiful about the hood and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? Blood, there's negatives, but there's positives as well, fam. You know what I'm saying? It brings people together, fam, from all over the world and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? But hey, hopefully you man enjoyed that one. That was Lupe Fiasco, Ghetto Story, Steady Mobbin. Shout out to Alex. Alex Ferrella's that fam, you know what I'm saying? But Alex Ferrell, shout out to him as well. But even though, you know what I'm saying, your little yeah, what's the word, blood? Yeah, illustration was a bit iffy in places, fam. Shout out to you though, fam, you know what I'm saying, for putting in the work and that, blood. And I'll catch you man the next one. You should buy my line jazz. And I'm out here, fam, in a bit people.
The revolution will be live.